Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So today is the 20th day of Ramadan. Today is the Hadith number 20 of the Nawawi Hadeeth. And in this Hadith the Prophet ﷺ says, which is mentioned by Ibn Mas'ud, he said the Prophet ﷺ says, the thing, so he said in this Hadith, the thing that reached us from the previous people and nations and from the saying of prophets is, if you do not have modesty or shyness, then do whatever you want. Hadith mentioned by Bukhari. The hadith says, one of the sayings that reached to people from the previous prophets is that if you do not have shyness, haya, modesty, then do whatever you want. Hadith mentioned by Bukhari. Now, the hadith has two meanings. Probably the strongest meaning is if you do not have, which is obvious, if you do not have shyness, if you do not have modesty, if you do not have the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then do whatever you want. Because basically you don't have respect for Allah Azza wa Jal, you don't obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or you don't have respect for anyone else basically. You basically do whatever you want. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, just, if you don't have that shyness and haya and modesty, just do whatever you want then. And the other meaning is that if you are about to do something and then you don't find yourself feeling bad, and this thing that you want to do is something good, then the Prophet ﷺ says, go ahead and do it. If you don't have worry that whatever you are about to do is something haram or something, not nice or nasty, or scratches or harm your haya or your modesty, if you think it's okay, go ahead and do it as long as it's okay. So finally the hadith says, again, the Prophet ﷺ said, one of the saying that reached to people, to us from the previous prophets, the following: if you do not have haya or shyness or modesty, then do whatever you want. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us of those who follow the Quran and the Sunnah. We ask Allah al-Jannah. اللهم آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ووالدينا والمسلمين أجمعين وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. السلام عليكم.